It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have a lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ballgame.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 43. Throw right side finds Pittman. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Levis. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts and receiver Josh Downs set to take over once again. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. It's Pacheco again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing now on 1st down. Levis hits him on the out route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Looking slant route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pull out in front further, 13-zip. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Colts ready to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now a toss play, Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. We're a quarter of the way through. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Man in motion here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Taylor. Has a lane inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down, and eventually, finally.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Taylor now up the middle. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on second and long, and it leaves them behind the chains on third. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And that play's brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And nearly down to the opposing 40 before he gets out of bounds. Excellent return there.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, and maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Running is Pacheco. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Titans looking to add to their advantage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Levis. It is Cup, left side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. To mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. Pacheco. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Like 54, like 54.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Titans push their lead to 18. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first.
Here we go, strike.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Taylor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Levis now against the blitz. Oh, he's in trouble, and he'll go down. The Colts got him. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down.
Right zero.
Now Levis has his man. It's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now on fourth down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Well, that's the halfway point, and the visiting Titans taking a nice little lead to intermission. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Titans and Will. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10.
Like 54.
Defense showing blitz. Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
22 window. Right zero. Right zero. Panda. Hey, mayday.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connecting on the slant. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Cut out left. It's inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
And 24 Linda, back to the team green.
Levis throwing again. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Right 5-4.
Pacheco.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Levis back to throw. Pacheco hauls it in. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback's stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? And buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts have running back. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Shot alert.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Caught for big yards on the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. Play action with Richardson. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check, Panther. Reload.
That's completed out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pittman's got it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Hook.
Throwing now, off play action. On target to Downs. And this one doesn't go far. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. This, 42 yards from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Here we go.
First throw for the backup now. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Richardson on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
That's complete to Pittman. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Colts have it to start the fourth, but given that... Second down now, 7 to go. They'll throw again, Richardson. That's completed right side. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Now looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and of course, it's the incompletion.
And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Complete out to the right. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The Titans going with a field goal unit here. This 42 yards from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Buying some time left. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Looking for a target. He tucks it and takes off. Brushes him off with ease. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Oh.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets one fly deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. So this one flies out. No return from him, and they're putting the ball right at the 40-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Left side, backs there, cut! And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Roll. Go switch.
To throw, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's got it near the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Trying to set this up quick. 1st down from the red zone. Scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. He's going to push one deep down there. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans take a 3-possession lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts offense set to head out. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided.
Ready, hut.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Sideline throws reeled in by Likely. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Richardson. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.